Good morning, campers. As you can hear, it's raining. Quite a thunderstorm coming in right now. It started about 6ish this morning. It's going to be until about 7:30ish. Had a really good night's sleep, and for 8 hours ish, and glad I brought my earplugs again. I recommend to anybody, bring some earplugs on this trip. The crickets or whatever it was were chirping all through the night. They were super loud, so I wouldn't have got any sleep without earplugs last night. So my new gravity feed system. Punched a couple of holes in the top of that ever new bag. It'll just show you a place to put some holes. Rope around it, made a plastic tube fit on the end of it, and it works great. Don't need to put any air in it, and it does the job. So anyway, so if you want to make a gravity feed system out of your ever new bag and your soya filter, this is the way to go. So this is the Pines Campground. I came from down there. That's also where I went and got the water. Well, I think there's a place up that away somewhere of the horse camp where you can get water too. So I went down that way to get to a creek, followed some signs to a creek. Water was pretty good. Anyway, this is the Pines Campground. It's about half a mile or so farther on from the 10-mile marker. So if you get to the 10 mile and you're thinking it's going to be right there like I did, you're disappointed. You've got to carry on about another half a mile. Bathrooms over here, a little gnarly, I got to tell you. There was no toilet paper there, and they're pretty full, so they really need emptying. Hopefully the DNR will get on that. But anyway, second morning, rain's finally stopped. I'm all packed up, a little later than I wanted to be, but it's supposed to be a cooler day today. Hopefully I can get some stay a little cooler, and my pack is actually a little heavier. My tent is wet, it's been raining all morning. My shirt is wet from yesterday. I'll just let that kind of swill out. I'm going to dry that on the back of my backpack. Hopefully I've got a shirt to wear at camp. So anyway, and I'm wearing my my cut-off shirt. Yeah, that's the story. So anyway, so there you go. Second morning, I'm off on my way. So the trail, as you can see, is a little bit soggy this morning. It's kind of sandy coming out of the campground. As I said before, spent a great night there. A bit hot at first, but slept really well. Can't say enough about that Ricky Tikki, and it sounds a crazy name, but Ricky Tikki air mattress. They get them on Amazon if you're looking for a good, cheap and wide and comfortable more. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. So here we are. Here's the sign, Waterloo Pinckney Trail, straight on. Hopefully I lose the horses a little bit around here. Well, I lose the horses a little bit further on, but yeah, anyway, so because they're really kind of messing up the trail. Cool to see them. In fact, they were coming through all last night. So there's lots of wet sections like this that you have to negotiate. So oh, well, looks like it's raining again. So best to bring your trekking poles. They really help out here. You can lean into the water a little bit, push off it if you slip, and just take it gently. Yeah, oh, I might be on the wrong side here. Oh well. Ah, there's a little route I can pick round. Step in there. So yeah, so coming out of the camp, turn to the right, culvert about 100 yards, you'll see it across the road, or you could go to the creek, which is about a third of the mile on your left. To just follow the signs down to the creek, and there's a ford down there where you can easily fill up your bottles. Okay, well, I'm at sign 24, down the around the wrong way right now, but a little confusing here. But I'm going to go that away. So yeah, following, you don't want to go down to the pines, you don't want to follow the sign to 17, which is behind me here. So yeah, so following there's a fence line, follow the fence line. In fact, there's a blue marker on it, so you can see that. So okie dokie, catch you in the next one. So this is a significant point for me. 13-mile marker means I've got the same as what I walked yesterday, 10 miles to camp. We don't have many hills in Michigan, but this is one of them, and it's a bit of a grind up here. Fortunately, the horse trail people, or the DNR I suppose, I put in a few switchbacks, so it's not straight up, but still, it's in this humidity, it's hard work. Still, it's a good hard. You know you've done something when you get to the top. I think I might reach the top. This is probably some sort of old trig point or something. So, as is traditional for a Shropshire lad in the Dave outdoors, I'm touching the trig point, even if it doesn't have a trig point on it. So, hope you guys are doing well. Not kicking my butt yet, but it's getting close. That was quite the climb. So anyway, now downhill. And sometimes I think downhills are harder than uphills, just because you got to be so careful. But okay. Don't look at the bench, move on from the bench. The headquarters for the Waterloo Pinckney Trail. It's closed today. You can see the map over there. But there's also some bathrooms here, right there. And let's go and have a look at them. Pretty good. I better move on. I think this is Mill Lake, and we're approaching the Discovery Centre now. Weather's really improved. That storm's blown through that we had this morning, and it's really feeling great now, cooling down a bit. When you are approaching the Discovery Centre, when you get to the top of the stairs, the trail goes left, but the Discovery Centre is actually to the right. So that's the mistake I made. So the Discovery Centre building's to the right. Now, for the COVID-19, it's closed on a Sunday, so there's no water there, no toilet facilities, no nothing. Some very nice people gave me some water that they had spare in the car, so that was very nice of them. So I've got enough to get to the Green Lake campground. But if you were coming here and there was nobody here, that would be an issue. So anyway, I'm just having a bite to eat on the trail, and I'm off on the way to Green Lake now. Another like 4 miles, so should be there in a couple of hours, around about 5 o'clock. So okay, catch you later. So here's my campsite for the night. It's just a beautiful night. It's a gentle breeze. I'm chilling out. This isn't actually my campsite. My campsite is actually up there where that van is. But the chap was already parked on there. He was all set up and he didn't notice the reserve sign. He was very apologetic. And he gave me a nice cold beer. So, hey, I'm trading it. I'm trading down. Oh, actually, I'm trading up. This is a beautiful site. And, yeah, really good. There's the old lovely Lanshan 2 all set up. Set it up pretty high, just to give me some plenty of air underneath it. So. Anyway, I'm going to sort out my dinner now. It's 7 o'clock and it's been a long afternoon. That last 3 miles of the Waterloo Trail was a real butt kicker. It took you up and down some groins. I think they're called groins. They're like little hilly sections in the woods, and man, it was like down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down. God, just what you needed. Anyway, but I popped out in the campsite actually earlier than I thought. So tomorrow I've probably got a 10-mile day. Yeah, I'll be all packed up before the wife gets here. So I'm going to take most of my stuff. I'm not going to quite slack pack it, but I'm going to throw some of my dirty clothes in the car, and maybe the tent too. But all the rest I'm going to take. So okay, so hopefully no storm. I don't think any storms forecast tonight, so I'll see you in the morning.